Hi YouTube, it's Cece here, and I just wanted to come with a random video. Like, this is so random, but it's not nothing to do with my update or anything like that. It has everything to do with the fact that I've been watching a show on TLC called I Am Jazz. This show is, I can never watch this show without crying. Like, I swear to God, I cry all the time watching this show because I can't imagine having to go through what this little girl is going through. Like, okay, I have a little girl. She's 11 years old, and now she's going to the 6th grade. And she has a lot of questions that me as a parent, it's like I know how to answer it, but do you want to answer it truthful? I mean, give it to her hardcore, raw. But you have to, because I feel like I have to, because if I don't, I feel like my child will find the answers somewhere else. And believe it or not, I have 5 sisters, 5 older sisters. I mean, the sister before me is 8 years older than me, and the one before her is 8 years older than her. So I have older sisters, and I have a mother, I have aunties, uncles, cousins, everybody. But when I started having sex, I had nobody to turn to. Nobody. And you would think that I couldn't even go to my friends, because I was the type of child that I lied about my virginity. I told everybody, oh yeah, I had sex, and I didn't. I was just telling the people that. And they dared me because I guess they feel like she lying, she never had sex. And they dared me to have sex, and that's how I lost my virginity. I didn't have sex, but that was the first time that a penis entered my vagina, was because I was dared to do it. And I went home and I was just like, like, I don't know how to stop my daughter from experiencing that. Because she comes to me and she asks me a lot of things like, what do you do when a girl don't want to talk to you, or something like that, simple stuff like that. But when it comes to sex, or we finally had a breakthrough with bullying, because bullying, oh my God, that was a hard situation. But but sex, she haven't come to me yet with sex. She haven't, and she has a really, really big problem with asking questions. I told Bianca the only dumb question is the one that's not asked, and she thinks that, oh, I don't have to ask you something as simple as flushing a pad down the toilet, which she don't do. I'm just using an example. She don't do that. But I explained to her when she got her period, you roll them up in the tissue and put it in the garbage. But I'm saying, like, something as simple as that, she feel like, why do I have to ask you that? And I'm like, well, did you know what to do? She's like, no, that's why you need to ask me. But it's like, she just be like, but it just don't seem like it's. So I'm going through that phase with her right now, where she knows everything, but she knows she don't know nothing at the same time. Pray for me, y'all. But I'm watching the I Am Jazz, and this little girl is going to the 9th grade. Well, now it's in the 2nd season. I'm watching the 1st season, and she's going to the 9th grade. And I hope the rest, because I'm only like in episode 3. Actually, I think this episode 2. I just started watching last night, but it's like I can't stop crying when watching it, because I feel for her. I feel for her parents, because I feel like, what would you do if that was Bianca or Brayden? Would you embrace it? I feel like if I were to embrace it, I would have to divorce my husband, for one, because he ain't about that life. I don't think that he would. No, he would definitely not want anything to do with Brayden or Bianca, because he's closed-minded when it comes to, that. But I would definitely have my child's back. I wouldn't care. And I would definitely accept my children for what they are and who they are. So It's hard though. It's really, really, really hard. And it's like I can't even put it into words because I know I will have my children's back, but it's gonna be hard. That's all I can say. Because it's like, what do you do when, and I mean, I have a daughter that's entering middle school, and today middle school is nothing like middle school when I was in middle school. Probably even worse if you think about it. Maybe, I don't know. I just wanted to come here and vent because I'm watching this show, but it's like it's making me think, how I'm going to be when my daughter get into middle school. And middle school is hard, but high school is harder. And I'm not talking about academics wise. I'm talking about social, peer pressure. It all starts from 6th grade. 5th grade was a breeze for me. Like, I was a child for me. It was just childlike for me. But 6th grade is when I felt like I was thrown to the wolves. I didn't have no preparation. I didn't have pretty much nothing. I didn't even know. Let me tell you. When I entered 6th grade, I didn't even know that the bell rung means that you have to go to another class. That's how can I say that? That's how, it's a word I want to use, but I can't remember it. That's just how close I was inside of my little bubble. I didn't even know that it was 6 different classes and 6 different teachers. Like, when the bell rung and everybody left the classroom, I'm sitting there looking like, where do I go? And I was in 6th grade. And when I finally found somebody to tell me, you have to go to this class next, I was like, another class with another teacher? Because when I was in 5th grade, it was just one teacher the whole day. And when you have like Spanish and stuff, they come to you. You don't go to them. And I'm like, we have to go to another class and see another teacher? And then when that class ended, the next class, I went to another teacher. And I'm like, what the? So when I tell y'all I was thrown into middle school, I was thrown into middle school. I didn't know anything. But I felt like, I don't know, I just feel it's going to be hard, y'all. I'm going to have a lot of crying days because even now I'm home alone and I just want to cry because I'm not ready for her to be in the 6th grade, y'all. This is like, it's like, I'm just not ready because it's like, this is when, oh God, I'm finna cry, y'all. This is when this stage defined her. And I'm so afraid, y'all, that she's not gonna come to me. Because I didn't go to nobody when things was happening to me, or nothing happened to me, but when I had my little questions, even though they may have been stupid questions, I had nobody to ask them. And I try to tell her all the time, come to me. Please come to me when you haven't, you have a question, but she won't. And this is the stage now that either she's going to come to me or she's not. And I don't want her to go to another 6th grader, or even worse, an 8th grader or 7th grader that think they know the right answer and they don't. So I remember when I was in 6th grade and this little girl was in foster care, and she told me, all you have to do is, when your mom make you mad, call the police and tell them you don't want to stay with her no more. And some people will come take you. And she said some people will come take you and you can go find and live with another family. And I believed in that so bad. Y'all, my mom used to make me so mad. I actually did call the police and HRS. It was back then it was called HRS, but now it's called CPS. They came to my mom's house and it was a lady and she was like, what are you calling HRS on your mom for? And I was like, because she's mean to me and I don't want to live here anymore. And she was like, look at everything you have. Like, I had my own room, my own phone line, my own TV, my own everything. Like, when she was like, you want to leave this and go live with or live in a room with 5 other people and, you know, possibly be mistreated. And I didn't know that side of the story. I just knew I can get me a new family. And that's how innocent my brain was back then. But my daughter brain, I don't think she's innocent as I was. Because I was literally, when I say I stayed in a child's place, I stayed in a child's place. So I only knew what I was told. If I wasn't told it, I ain't know. So that's how, and the lady was like, listen, she talked to me and she was like, you have to do what your mom say. And it was hard, y'all. Me and my mama went through trials and tribulations. And so I just don't want that to happen to my daughter. But you know what I'm going to do this summer? I am going to, for one, she's going to be in summer camp. So I can get my break. You know, you need them breaks. And last night we watched a movie, and summer camp, the movie that we watched, summer camp is going to give her that book. It's just so happened to be a book that I already read, so I got a heads up. And I let them watch it. It was her and her friend. They both going to read the book this summer. And we're going to talk. And I'm going to talk. And I'm going to talk. And I'm going to tell her to write down some questions. And at the end of the summer, we're going to go to dinner. And we're going to talk about those questions. And I'm going to answer whatever question. And I might, you know, need a little wine or maybe some tequila to get me through these questions. But I'm going to talk to her. And I'm going to put in her brain, even if mommy is sleeping, even if mommy is not in the good mood, even if mommy is anything, you always say, and I'm going to tell her, she have to text my phone to get my attention, do it, or whatever. Because I do have another baby, but, you know, whatever, do it. Because she is important and she matters. So I'm going to need her. I'm going to need us to get on some kind of communication level before she enters 6th grade. And that's what my advice is to other parents that are going through 6th grade, kids that's entering to the middle school. And if you are a parent that's have a child in middle school, comment below and let me know, you know, questions or things I should inform my daughter with. Because I'm 30. I haven't been in middle school, oh my goodness, for a while. But it's not that far off in my brain that it's like erased. Like, only thing I can remember from 6th grade is passing notes. We wasn't really skipping class or anything like that. But I remember passing notes. I remember getting love notes. I remember getting my first kiss in 6th grade. Oh, my God. I would kill her if she get her first kiss in 6th grade, y'all. Oh. But yes, I did get my first kiss in 6th grade. That's when I started liking boys in the 6th grade. Like, elementary, I noticed them and whatever. But I got my first crush. I got my first boyfriend in middle school, not 6th grade. Maybe it was 7th grade. I don't remember. But I got my first boyfriend in middle school. I got my first kiss in middle school. I was grown. Yeah, I was real grown. So, God, please don't let this happen to me. Y'all pray for me. If you have any advice or things that I should let my child know or anything, if you just comment this video, let me know. Oh, God, y'all. Pray for me.